Of the 9 people in the studio here today, only one of them can win up to £10,000. The rest of them will leave with nothing, as round by round they are voted off as the weakest link.
Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the 9 people in the studio here today could win up to £10,000. They don't know each other, however, if they want to win the prize money, they'll have to work as a team, but 8 of them will leave with nothing. As round by round we lose the player voted as the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
I'm Randy, I'm 32, and I'm an artist.
I'm Jason, I'm 47, and I'm an optician.
I'm Erica, I'm 51, and I'm a support worker.
Hello, I'm Henry, I'm 77, and I'm a retired pilot.
Hi, I'm Paulina, I'm 68, and I'm a retired chemist.
I'm Alan, I'm 59, and I'm a butcher.
Hi, I'm Craig, I'm 25, and I'm an accountant.
Hello, I'm Wendy, I'm 43, and I'm a full-time mother.
Hello, I'm Brian, I'm 38, and I'm a college tutor.
Now the rules: in each round you have a target of £1,000. The aim of the game is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £1,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way to get to your target is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. However, get your question wrong, you'll break the chain and lose all the money in that chain. But if you say the word bank before the question is asked, the money is safe, but you'll start a new chain from scratch. Remember, at the end of the round only money that has been banked can be taken forward. In round 1 there are 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. And that's you, Alan. Let's play the weakest link. First question is for £20. Start the clock. Alan, in the expression "if it's raining heavily, it's raining what animals?"
Cats and dogs.
Correct. Craig. How many minutes are in 2 hours?
120.
Correct. 20. In which country would you be in the outback?
I don't know.
Australia. Brian, what is the 5th month of the year?
May.
Correct. Randy. What do calories and kilojoules measure?
Energy.
Correct. Jason.
Bank.
In golf, what term means 1 over par?
Bogey.
Correct. Erica. Which sci-fi film series has the villain Darth Vader?
Star Wars.
Correct. Henry. What insect sounds identical to the second letter of the English alphabet?
B.
Correct. Paulina. What's the name of the princess who has extraordinary long hair?
Rapunzel.
Correct. Alan. In botany, a biannual plant has a life cycle of how many years?
2.
Correct. Craig. Complete the title of this song by Bryan Adams. Summer of what?
69.
Correct. 20. What D is a book containing words in alphabetical order?
Diary.
No, Wendy. Dictionary is the correct answer. Brian, what C is an alternative name for a mountain lion?
Cougar.
Correct. Randy. In which mythology is Cupid the god of love, Greek or Roman?
Is it Roman?
Correct. Jason. Who was the author of the Harry Potter books?
J.K. Rowling.
Correct. Erica. In politics, who is the current leader of the Scottish National Party?
Nicola Sturgeon.
Correct. Henry. Red Leicester is what kind of dairy product?
Cheese.
Correct. Paulina.
Bang.
On the moon you would find the sea of what?
Tranquility.
Correct. Alan. Which American male singer was nicknamed the Boss?
Bruce Springsteen.
Correct. Craig. What liquid has a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius?
Water.
Correct. 20.
Bank.
In Judaism, what H is a holiday celebrated on December?
Pass, no Hanukkah.
No, I cannot accept your answer. You said pass first. Hanukkah is the correct answer. Brian, the American president Richard Nixon was involved in what scandal?
The Watergate scandal.
Correct, Randy. Which book by Rudyard Kipling has a child called Mowgli who was raised by wolves?
The Jungle Book.
Correct, Jason. In which American state is the Apple headquarters located?
New York.
Nope, California. Erica, in which sport do the New Zealand All Blacks play professionally?
Rugby union.
Correct, Henry. What's the name of the 2001 DreamWorks movie that... Time's up. I cannot complete the question. And we are off to a not-so-impressive start. Out of the £1,000 you could have won in this round, you only banked just $450. Who shouldn't have bothered to come here today? Who is already very nervous? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In the first round, Brian is the strongest link. He answered all of his questions correctly. The weakest link is Wendy, because she failed to answer a single question correctly, but she did bank money for the team. Will the team consider that?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Wendy.
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 Jason.
Wendy.
Randy. What do you do for a living?
I'm an artist.
And what does that involve?
I draw sketches and make paintings.
What kind of paintings and sketches do you make?
Mostly abstract, but my specialty is portrait painting.
I see. Have you ever painted a picture of yourself?
No, but it's actually a good idea. But they do take a very long time to complete.
With that kind of hair, I suppose it would take quite a while to paint.
Yeah, probably. My hair is quite long, but I like my hair that way.
Would you ever get a haircut?
Not anytime soon, because I don't like my hair short.
So Randy. Why Wendy?
Because I don't think she got any questions right in that round. She made us lose lots of money, and she's very hesitant.
And you're very quick, huh?
At least I got all of mines right though.
Very true. Craig, you said you're an accountant?
Yes, I'd been an accountant for 3 years.
Do you like your job as an accountant?
Yeah, I do. I always wanted to be an accountant, and I'm happy that I finally got a job as one.
What job did you have before you became an accountant?
Before I became an accountant, my first job was at a supermarket, and I worked at the checkouts.
And did you enjoy that job?
It was okay, I guess. But being an accountant is definitely better, and I'm glad I finally got a new job, to be honest.
So you didn't enjoy your first job that much then?
No. Not really.
Didn't think so. So Craig, why did you vote for Wendy, the full-time mother?
I voted for Wendy because she got all of her questions wrong and made us lose lots of money, and also she is extremely nervous, and I think her nerves got the better of her.
I think so too. Wendy, the 43-year-old full-time mother, who doesn't know where the Outback is, and thinks dictionaries and diaries are the same thing. It looks like the nerves got the better of you. You didn't get a single correct answer in this round, and you made the team lose a lot of money, which they are not happy about. I'm not surprised that this is an unanimous vote. It's time to go back to being a mother. With 8 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm very disappointed with myself in the game, especially passing on the Hanukkah question, which I knew. I don't think I'll ever hear the end of this when I get home, especially if my kids and husband were watching the show today.
Round 2. So far you have £450 in the bank out of a possible 1,000. You're down to 8 players. We're cutting 10 seconds from the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's Brian. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Brian in the animal kingdom. What W is a small kangaroo native to
Wallaby.
Australia? Correct, Randy. In maths, what's 20% as a fraction?
I don't know.
1/5. Jason, which children's TV program has the characters Jake, Milo, Fizz and Bella?
I haven't a clue.
The Tweenies. Erica, Helsinki is the capital of which European country?
Finland.
Correct, Henry. If something is very easy, it's like taking candy from a what?
Baby.
Correct, Paulina. What star sign is represented by a bull?
Taurus.
Correct, Alan. What's the name of the 1994 film directed by Quentin Tarantino starring Samuel Jackson?
Pulp Fiction.
Correct, Craig. On a car, what do Americans call the bonnet?
The hood.
Correct, Brian. In the song 12 Days of Christmas, how many drummers were drumming?
12.
Correct, Randy.
Bank.
Which board game would you get a out of jail free card?
Monopoly.
Correct, Jason. In which century was the Berlin Wall taken down?
The 18th century.
Nope, the 20th century. Erica, what's the name of the yellow bear in Children in Need?
Hussy.
Correct, Henry. Complete the name of this rock band created in the 1980s, the Red Hot Chili what?
Peppers.
Correct, Paulina.
Bang.
In weight measurements, 14 pounds is equal to 1 what?
Stone.
Correct, Alan. In chemistry, what two letters represents titanium?
TI.
Correct, Craig. If A is Alpha and Z is Zulu, what is H?
Hotel.
Correct, Brian. Complete the name of the amusement ride located in Disneyland Tower of what?
Terror.
Correct, Randy.
Bank.
What South Korean company makes the Galaxy smartphones?
Oh, it's Samsung.
Correct, Jason.
Bank.
What sport would you associate Jockey Wilson?
Darts.
Correct, Erica. The male singer Tom Jones was born in which country in the UK?
Wales.
Correct, Henry. What dog breed was there 101 of in the 1961 Disney movie?
Pass.
Dalmatians is the correct answer, Henry. Paulina, who became the president of South Africa in 1994?
Nelson Mandela.
Correct, Alan. How many days are in 3 weeks?
21.
Correct, Craig.
Bank.
In computing a portable device. Time's up. I cannot complete the question. You did slightly better in that round, team. You banked £770, but why isn't it 1,000? Who is stopping you from reaching your target? Who is too slow and can't keep up? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In the second round, Paulina is the strongest link because she got all of her questions correct and banked some money for the team. Jason is the weakest link because he got the most strong answers. But who does the team want off?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Jason.
Randy.
Randy.
Jason.
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 Randy.
Jason.
Brian, remind us what you do.
I'm a college tutor.
How long have you been a college tutor?
For 15 years.
Really? You must have been very young when you first started as a college tutor.
Yeah, I was young. I was only 23 years old when I first started my job as a college tutor.
Don't you think that's a little young to be a college tutor though?
Well, I don't think so. If you have good qualifications, and if you want to make a career in teaching, go for it. Just because you're young, doesn't mean you can't teach.
What did you do before you decided to get a career in teaching?
I was originally planning to be an electrical engineer, but I believed that I had a lot of potential, so I decided to teach electrical engineering at college.
And is it going well for you so far?
I would say so. So far so good.
Alright. So Brian, what has Jason done to upset you?
He got 2 questions wrong, and his questions were not that difficult, and I can't believe he would think the Berlin Wall was taken down in the 18th century, when it happened in 1989.
Henry. Never heard of 101 Dalmatians.
I have heard of 101 Dalmatians.
Why did you say pass on that question then?
I didn't hear the question properly.
So it's my fault now, is it?
No, it's probably my fault, because my hearing isn't perfect due to my age.
Speaking of your age, you said you're a retired pilot?
Yup, that's right.
How long were you a pilot before you retired?
Before I retired, I was a pilot for 47 years, from 1961 till 2008.
Do you miss your job as a pilot?
I sure do. Being a pilot was my dream, because when I was young I used to collect models of planes.
Do you still have your plane models?
I think so. They're probably somewhere up my attic.
So Henry, why have you voted for Jason?
Well, he got more questions wrong than I did, so I thought he was the weakest link.
Statistically, he was indeed the worst player in the round. Jason, the 47-year-old optician, who thinks the Berlin Wall was taken down in the 18th century. You got most of your questions wrong in this round, and it now looks like they've had enough of you. It's time to go back to being an optician because with 5 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I really hope Brian doesn't win the money, because I think he is a very obnoxious person who thinks he knows all. However, I think Brandy will be voted off next, because he's been extremely hesitant, and the team would eventually get sick of him.